All right, KidPersist, Wednesday, June 24th. Here we go. Chinese, Filipino, Thai, Indonesian, French and Dog Brothers, Japanese. All right, big arm circles to the front. Let's warm it up. I think today we'll do our warm-up stuff at the beginning, like usual, backwards. And then we're making good progress through those 3 levels, so we'll continue with that. Palms out, medium-sized circles. Change directions. Palms down, small circles. Change directions. Alternating hugs. Take all that tension out of your shoulders. Very nice. Left hand on top of the right. Palm up, stretch out. Right hand on top of the left, push it down. Palm up, stretch it out. Good. Shake all that tension out of your fingers, out of your wrists. Okay, static stretches for your neck. Right hand on your chin, left hand on your right elbow. Push your head back. Don't injure yourselves, but do get a stretch. Okay, grab the back of your head, elbows in, pull your chin to your chest. Good. Right hand pulls to the right. Left hand pulls to the left. Good. Put your feet together, hands on your knees, knee rotations one direction. Go the other way. Good. Okay, open up your feet, shoulder width apart, hip rotations one direction. Go the other way. All right, very good. I'm going to send Katana out of the shot. We're going to play our game. Okay, here we go. Block, block, duck, jump, jump, block, 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 duck, jump, duck, block, jump, and duck. Very nice. All right, we'll get some verbal fakery going on here. Okay, here we go. Ready? And block, 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 duck, jump, jump, block, duck, jump, and duck. Very nice. All right, round 3, just a little bit faster. And I know there's lag, but you're both so good, it doesn't matter. All right, here we go. Ready? And block, block, duck, jump, duck, 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 jump, duck, block, 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 and block. Very nice. That was good. That was pretty fast. Everybody looks really good. Nice job. Let's review our Thai Boxing Association focus mitt drill, okay? And before we do it through the technology, Katana, come back, okay? Remember, you don't turn your back, right? So the one dimension, gentlemen, that we're not able to adequately train through the technology, even though I'm pretty tickled with what we can do, it's pretty cool what we can do through the technology. The element that we can't replicate, left lead, is this, right? Is stay right there, don't move. I usually face the camera and I feed you and you respond. When you really do the drill, when I go, she always maintains this distance and this relationship. So when I go this way, that's it. She goes that way. When I go this way, she goes that way. When I advance, she retreats. And when I retreat, she advances. Okay, so that's really the only aspect of the drill that we're unable, I mean, aside from a little bit of contact, that we're unable to replicate, okay? And what most people really like about this drill is over time, we go a little harder, a little faster. I'm never looking to like take you out, but as you get higher through the ranks, if your hands are down, you definitely get lightly tagged, because that's the whole point of the drill. Is it supposed to simulate, you know, light sparring or boxing, right? So just before we all do it, jab, cross, bob, slap cross, get out, jab, 4 count, bob, slap cross, bob, cross slap cross, cross slap cross, low right, uppercut, slap and cross, good, keep your hands up, yeah, that was good, bob and weave, cross slap cross, good, if your hands go low, I check her, jab, jab, that's it, jab, jab, cross, jab, 4 count, 4 count, don't come up your rear heel, keep your feet flat on the ground, bob, cross slap cross, 4 count, bob, slap cross, jab, get out. Okay, so that's the way it looks. Thank you. Go out for a little bit. That's the way it looks, gentlemen, when we actually train it. And I'm not showing you that to like make, you know, I'm just kind of showing you that as an example of when we actually train it. But this is at least, this is way better than not being able to do it, doing it through the technology. Okay, so everybody respects. Everybody getting a left lead. Okay, jab, cross, bob and weave to slap cross. Good, bob and weave to cross slap cross. Good, 4 count, jab, cross, slap cross. Make sure the 4 counts, jab, cross, slap cross, 4 count. That's the one. Bob and weave, slap cross, low ride, uppercut, and cross. Good. Bob and weave to slap cross, jab, cross, jab, 4 count. Time. Good job. Very nice. Relax. Good. Really good. Okay, so let's start with battle punches or Jeet Kune Do to the front, okay? We're just gonna do 10 sets. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, okay. Put your left hand in front. Open up your fingers, go to your left. 1, open, center, 2, open, right, 3, open, center, 4, open, left, 5, open, center, 6, open, right, 7, open, center, 8, open, left, 9, open, center, 10. Beautiful job, good, and relax. Okay, and then the only other thing, just remember that the Thai boxing focus mitt drill is an orange belt requirement in the Thai boxing subsection, okay? So when I say that, you know, Brandon, you're working towards that. Danny, you're already certified in that, but you got to maintain the level, all right? And try to remember kind of where in the curriculum we find that. Okay, so let me show you what Silat Orange Ekit used to be. And the only trouble is that we do this is all ground-based. And depending on what kind of floor you're training on, like when the live classes that Danny and I were doing up until things got shut down, we don't have mats in the training area downstairs. So for now, we're going to be on the floor. Okay, so let's make our way down to the ground. Okay, if you, and I'm sorry, gentlemen, bear with me because I haven't yet Velcroed these mats back together. They were pulled up. We might pull them up again. It's just been kind of nice to have our living room back for a little bit. So if you see these coming apart, just give, bear with me, okay? So 2 positions, the high cobra and the low cobra, right? And the only difference is if the leg, so for right now, bend your right leg in front of you like this and post your left foot on the floor. Right hand is posted on the ground, left hand would be guarding your face. So we have 1 switch for the high cobra, seaweed. This is the seaweed, just going side to side. That's the seaweed, okay? All right, very simple. And neither one of you are doing this. Just be aware of this. Don't do this, okay? But I want you to be aware of this. The most common mistake is people put their feet together and then they go like that, and that's not where it's at. 1 leg bent, 1 foot posted, and then you're switching which side is which, okay? So that's the seaweed. Just like seaweed under the current, drifting side to side. So all of these have, in reality, hard to pronounce Southeast Asian names. Guru Inosanto gave them very simple to remember American English names. So this one reminded him of seaweed under the current, and so he named this one seaweed, okay? So now we go to our low sawa, right? So the only difference is the leg. We're going to have our left leg for right now bent behind us. Hands are the same. And then just be aware, gentlemen, sometimes when I teach, I'll drop this because I'm talking to you, but you want this, it would be above your eyes, and you would be here. This is really where you want to be, okay? Because when you're the ground-based player, either you're fighting another person who's also on the ground and they're trying to kick at you, or you're fighting a stand-up person who is like attacking down towards you. So you want to have this non-posted hand on both sides at the ready to guard your face and your head, okay? So the seat spin, just like that, right? You have your weight on your seat or your rear end. You just spin your legs in front of you. Very simple. That's the seat spin, okay? The third and final ground mobility exercise is probably the hardest one on the knees, so we tend to do a few less reps of it. Even me on these really nice mats that used to be in my Manhattan Martial Arts Academy, I don't like doing a ton of reps of this one because it's hard on the knees, okay? And it's better to take care of yourself. So the windshield wiper, you post up, your feet switch under your rear end, and you settle down on the other side. Yeah, and if you're on, like Danny, you look like you're on a carpet on hardwood floor, okay, pause for 1 second. You guys are doing great. You're doing great. Let me make a really important note. You can always, especially with a technique like this, you can always not do it. And the reason that I'm saying that is if you don't have the proper training environment to do it without hurting yourself, then I don't want you to do it, okay? So Danny, I appreciate you grabbing a pillow and like repping it out. That's cool. We're all training in like non-ideal circumstances. Your health is more important than martial arts. That's so important to understand. I'm going to say that again. Your health is more important than martial arts. So if we come across a technique and you can't do it safely, don't do it. This is not like martial arts in the 1950s where I'm going to yell at you and kick you out, you know, and that it's not old school, you know, you better do it or else kind of martial arts. Like, no, we want to do martial arts for our whole lives. So we got to look after our body and take care of our health. Okay, that was really good. So those are just stay on the ground, but relax for 1 second. Those are the 3 ground mobility exercises. You have 2 buas. Buas are kicking combinations. Normally you would do them with a partner. You're both training solo, you know, and I mean, Brendan, you're in a martial arts family. There's no need to run and go get anybody. Another time we can look at what this would look like with a partner. Right now, let's just learn them solo. Okay, so we're gonna do, it's bua number 1 and bua number 3. We're gonna skip bua number 2, okay? Because it's hard. We'll learn it later in the system after we have a better foundation. We're gonna learn bua number 3 first because it's the easiest. It's easier than number 1. So everybody take your left leg and put it behind you in low sawa. And just watch me one time. It's really simple. Left roundhouse kick and then left sickle kick back. So there's 2 kicks. So I'm kicking with you've all done roundhouse kicks before. Roundhouse kick and then with my heel sickle kick back. And you'd be kicking me. The first kick would go this way. The second kick would go this way. Good. So try that in the air a couple. I'm not going to count you off. Just try a few reps. Make sure you're not hurting your knees. Make sure it's 2 kicks, roundhouse kick, sickle kick back. Once you've done a few reps, switch sides, right? And then roundhouse kick, sickle kick back. Try the other side as well. Just try a few reps. Get comfortable. This is bua number 3. And then the only other thing, keep your eyes towards me because that's where your imaginary opponent would be, right? You're fighting somebody who's also on the ground about your height and you're kicking towards their face. Silat is really unique to most martial arts because they want to make you functional at all elevations, like seated on your rear end, posted on 1 foot up off the ground or like a tripod, and then standing up as well. Okay, so that's bua number 3. Now we're going to try bua number 1. Watch me do a few reps of it before you try it because there's a few fine points here. Let's go back to left leg behind you. Okay, so let me describe it first, and then I'll do it twice, slowly with all the details, and then I'll let you try some reps of it. So you're gonna roundhouse kick like you were doing, but you're gonna stay on your knees and turn on your knees and do a spinning sickle kick with the other leg. Now, as you spin through, I want you to spot, you actually look between your legs in between the kicks. So watch me, okay? Roundhouse kick, spinning sickle kick. And I went slow on purpose. Did you see how once I spun around, I spotted between my legs before I threw the spinning sickle kick. So now I'm going right roundhouse, left spinning sickle kick. Okay, so if you're left leg back, Let me do one more set and then I'll let you try it, okay? Left roundhouse, spot, right spinning sickle kick, right roundhouse, left spinning sickle kick. Okay, so try a few reps, nice and slow. Make sure you don't kick your coffee table or your couch. I'm more concerned about your foot. I don't want you to hurt your foot by banging it on something. Nice. Try just a few reps. This is Bua number 1. Okay, and then time. Beautiful job. And then let's stay seated for just one more moment. I want you to learn 2 terms real quickly. In Silat, when you say Bua, B-U-A, Bua, that means flower, okay? When you say Bunga, B-U-N-G-A, Bunga, that means fruit. In the Silat perspective, when you do it by yourself, the combinations, it's Bua. It's a flower. It's decorative. It serves a function. It's still important. When you do it with a partner, and we'll go over that next time, when you do it with a partner, it becomes bunga, fruit. It serves more of a function. It can nourish you because you're learning, you're really understanding the combination, how it pertains to another person, okay? So just, here's all you need to just try to remember. Bua is when you do it by yourself. Bunga is when you do it with a partner, okay? So B-U-A, Bua, when you do it by yourself. Bunga, when you do it with a partner. All right, make your way back to standing. That was really good. Okay, so that is, we've gone through pretty much all of the orange belt, Brendan, and a lot of that you've seen multiple times, okay? But we'll continue kind of working on that. We'll integrate the other levels. I want to do my very best so that both of you don't feel like you're taking the same class like over again and again and again. I try to avoid that so that you don't get burnt out, that you look forward to training. Now we're going to go to green belt, and I have katana. We're going to look at that Silhig series, that series we started on Monday, but we didn't have the mats, so I couldn't really do the full expression. Let me just push these back together. So I'm going to bring katana in, and it's okay that you two are training by yourselves because we'll learn it in the air, but this way you can understand what is happening. Okay, so all the way over here. Okay, so watch one time and then we'll start kind of running it in the air. So again, remember where we start everybody. Bicep grab, headbutt, slide the left hand down to the wrist, underhook the right hand, and then come this way actually, okay? So I'm gonna make sure you can see my feet and what happens, okay? So Silhig, knee, step in, sweep this out, and see she fall. And I'm controlling her fall so she doesn't hurt herself. But that's the actual throw in full extension or full application, what we're really working on. So bicep grab, I know that's slightly off the frame. Left hand slides down to the wrist. Right hand underhooks under their left arm. You turn in front of them so you're facing the same direction. You pull down with the wrist control and the underhook. You sweep straight back with your right leg. Don't really hit your partner. Simulate a knee to the face. Hook their other foot. Sweep that out. Good. That's pretty good. That looks great. All right. And so we'll do a few, now that you know what's going on the low line, we'll do a few other reps for you from the other vantage point so you can see the highlight. Bicep grab, headbutt, slide the left, underhook the right, turn and break the balance. You're facing the same direction here. Silhig, knee, step in, sweep out the supporting leg. Okay, you all right? Let's see. Yeah, good. And then I see if we have a partner available, we're using a partner. If we're learning it by ourselves, we're practicing on our own. Good, Danny. That looks, everybody looks great. That's great. Okay. Okay. Good. Let me let Brandon finish up that rep. Sweep knee step. Good. And so for everybody, when you do have a partner, when you've really gotten it down, you can just take your partner to right before you would sweep the other foot out from under them and take them down, just to make it a little easier and to get more reps. Meaning you can just 1, 2, 3, 4, you can just take it to here, and then you can let the person up. If you don't want the person to take a bunch of falls, or if you're training in your living room and you don't have good mats, you don't want the person to go all the way to the ground and have the possibility of injuring themselves. Okay, so like we started talking about last time, the bicep grab headbutt, that's the link, because the requirement is when your partner gives you the jab cross, the jab cross hook, and the jab cross body hook to take this throw. So we're gonna break this down. So we're left lead now, okay? Left lead, move back a little bit. So she fires her jab. I'm gonna split, open her up, boom, move right into the headbutt, and take my throw. But again, I'm not gonna drop katana, because once I get her to that compromised balance position, for right now, it's good enough. Okay, so what's the work on that? Split, open the person up, headbutt, and then you're in. And that's what I want you to recognize. That's the bridge. That could be the bridge to this throw from any martial art. Come back, katana, getting a right lead. This isn't a requirement, but you're all very smart. I'm sure you could figure this out. We could do Paksao, Lopsao, open her up, bicep grab, headbutt, and then boom, move in to the throw, right? That's Wing Chun to the throw, right? Variation number 2. Bicep grab, headbutt. That's what allows you to link up all of these techniques to the Silhig, okay? And that's what makes this learnable. So number 2, come back. Jab cross, left lead, jab cross. Split the jab, cover and hit on the cross, open her up, headbutt, slide, underhook. You all know the ending by the time I get there. That's very simple, right? So split to cover and hit, move into the bicep grab headbutt, and then proceed with the rest of the technique. Does that make sense to everybody? Very simple, hopefully. The bicep grab headbutt is the key, because that's why I start you, and little secret, I start adults in the same place. I teach the Silhig series in the green Ekit, the 3rd level, and I start adults at the same place. Neutral, no stance, bicep grab, headbutt, and then execute the rest of the technique. The reason that I do that is so people get comfortable with that entry. And then once they have that, boom, they can enter and take the technique. Then the feeds become very simple. Becomes very simple to respond to. Okay, so jab, cross, hook. So I'm going to kind of dictate this, okay? She's going to, nice and slow so they can see. Jab, and I'm going to split it. Cross, I'm going to cover and hit. Hook, I'm going to tight cover. And I'll break that down, and I'm going to go, boom, into the technique, which you already know. Okay? So split, Let's all do in the air. Get in the left lead. Okay. Split. Cover and hit. And then your right hand, bring this up. No space, because you're just trying to ride that punch. Left hand covers, just like we're boxing. Once that we kind of absorb that hook, boom, bicep grab, headbutt, and you proceed with the rest of the technique. Okay, so Brendan, if you want to try it on Dad, you certainly can. Okay, and then Danny, you can just do it in the air, right? So Danny, I'm going to feed you through the technology, right? Split this, cover and hit on this. Good. Tight cover like I just showed you. Boom. And then you bicep grab, headbutt, slide your left hand, and proceed. Beautiful. That's great. Okay? That's great. Nice. All right. And let's learn the fourth and final requirement, because it's so similar to what we just did. And all of you already have all the pieces. So jab, cross, body hook is the feed. I know we don't do hooks, nor we do them as slaps, but it would be the same thing. It would be exactly the same thing, right? So whether they slap or hook on the last one, you're still going to do your tight cover. Doesn't matter if they're open-handed or closed. On this one, let's do this in the air with me, gentlemen. Left lead. You know you're going to split the jab. You know you're going to cover and hit on the cross. Then you're just going to, just like we do with our focus mitt drill, you're going to ride that low punch. Bicep grab, headbutt, slide, and continue to take the technique. So if Katana feeds me, all I've got going on here is split the jab, cover, and now you're going to go low, right? Boom, I just ride. Bicep grab, headbutt, and I'm in like normal. Low ride, bop, and then right in. Yeah, very nice. Fantastic. Okay, good, Danny, good. All right, and I will also point out to you, gentlemen, the this position. This is so common in different martial arts, like Silat, Greco, shoot wrestling has this position, judo has this position. They may not, some of them may not necessarily add in the wrist grab, or they might, but the idea of having somebody hunched over here, having extended, yeah, that's it, having extended an overhook, or an underhook, excuse me, very, very common. Okay, so the nice part about that position is even if the technique doesn't come off exactly the way you wanted it, there's lots of follow-up techniques, and the person, your opponent, is at a really disadvantageous position. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to have Katana leave the shot for just a moment. We're going to do this through the technology, just as a review. So again, this is Silat, green belt for KidPersist, the Silat subsection. This is the whole requirement, taking the Silhig off of 4 different attacks. So number 1, I'm your feeder. You're both in the left lead. All you would do is split this jab, which I'll give you in a moment, and open me up into the bicep grab headbutt. So split this, and then imagine just kind of opening my arms up, and then boom, you're in, headbutt, and kind of express the rest of the technique in the air, okay? Yeah. Good. All right. And in the adult Silat program, I've just kind of come up with a not new, but like I've sort of reorganized the importance of being able to do these motions in the air as a review. Is it better to have a partner and be able to do it for real? Of course. But being able to express it as like almost a kinesthetic review in the air is very important. So obviously, Brendan, your dad's right there. He can help you, but I want you to be able to do both. And this goes for both of you, all right? Because Danny, you brought somebody in earlier. I want you, both of you, to be able to do this series in the air, and I want you to be able to do it on a partner. It's good to have both, okay? So left lead, number two. So split my jab and punch me, cover and hit on my cross, then imagine just opening me up, bicep grab, headbutt, and proceed with the rest of the technique, even though I know I'm not there, but just run it. Beautiful. That's it. Okay, and we're gonna do the other two variations in a moment, okay? So in Silat, when you express a technique or the idea of a technique in the air, we call that kembongan, okay? And kembongan it's kind of funny because it's both a noun and a verb, all right? And one of the benefits of kembongan, you get out of that headspace of wondering, is this right? That's so common early. Is this right? Did I do it right? No, you just start doing the motions and expressing yourself. And that's a factor of kembongan to make you very deliberate, very confident. So the reason I'm saying that, both of you are starting to just like, boom, move into it and just kind of flow, even though I know doing it in the air might feel a little silly, but neither of you are expressing that silliness. You're just doing the technique, which is awesome. Okay, so number three, left lead. Okay, so you're gonna kembong in it. Okay, you're gonna kembong in, because the third one is jab cross hook. So we'll do it through the technology. Split my jab, cover and hit on my cross, tight cover. Remember tight cover? Boom, and then that goes past bicep grab, headbutt, and then kembong in the rest of the technique. Yeah. All right. Fantastic. Good. Good. And the last one, left lead. So split my jab, cover and hit on my cross, ride this one low, just like the focus mitt drill, and then come in. Bicep grab, headbutt, take technique. Yeah. Good. Try not to forget that headbutt. That looks sharp. All right, beautiful job. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. So I know I'm off frame. Sorry, I'll come back. Green belt. Okay. Get 2 sticks and a short object. And just have all that handy, okay? I'll do the same. Be right with you. I know I'm off. I know I'm out of the frame. Okay. So let's review this all quickly here. Okay, so bring katana in. All right, so and this, just a quick aside, gentlemen. This class today is making me very happy. I'm just going to share that. You both, like, not that you don't always do an awesome job, because you do, but you just, the way both of you are progressing makes me very, very happy. All right, so orange belt, single stick, Inasanto La Costa, real quickly, just as a review, because I don't think I had katana available to me at the end on Monday. So right hand, silent sombrada, 3 count. Don't let the sticks touch. That's it. Okay. So we have live sticks. We're not letting the sticks click together, right? That's the difference. Okay, but we are checking and so on. Okay, so I wanted to do that with live sticks, which obviously if we make a mistake, those are going to click together. So that's orange belt, okay? And Danny, you and I didn't spend a ton of time on that because we were kind of doing it through the tech, but I know you know that, so we're good. Okay, so green belt. We have 3 count sombrada, we make contact, and we have 3 additional variables for the drop stick beat, right? So the standard, now we make contact. That's the standard, right? The drop stick. Stay with that. That's the standard. We stay with that for a few reps, right? A few cycles. Okay. First variation, outside deflect, right? So this is only for the angle 4. So she's going to do that now. She sets up, boom, nice. Okay, so that's the first variation. I know you both know this. I'm just kind of going through this again. Okay, that's it. Okay, so now the, I'm sorry, start here. Second variation is low shield, right? So, nope, this way, this way, this way. There, you got it. You got to check, though. You got to check. You got it. Okay, here. That's it. Okay, so low shield. Got it. Okay, and then the last one is going to be gunte. Gunte, good. Gunte. Gunte. All right. All right. So I'm pretty sure you all have that. Yeah. So let's clarify that while we're here, though. So I know you all know your drop stick because that's what we've been doing. That's the standard, right? That's the one. Later, well, later today, right, in a few moments, when I get you into other weapons configurations, if you struggle, always go back to drop stick on that third beat when you're being fed the angle 4 on the third beat of the cycle, okay? Outside deflect. So you have it on your left shoulder, you bounce it off the incoming stick onto your right shoulder, and you check. That's how I'd like you to think about it, right? It's coming, this is what you're seeing, yeah. And then you're just bouncing it. That's the outside deflect, and you have to check. Remember, everybody, this is a very important concept. Even though this is a single stick drill, it's a two-handed drill. I'm making you learn it at medio, hand check range, because doing it at Largo is too easy. Stand up, okay? Stay there. Roof, inside deflect, drop stick, roof, inside deflect, drop stick, roof, inside deflect, outside deflect. It's too easy, okay? It's too easy. I want to educate your live hand. This is your live hand. I want your live hand educated, so that you don't fight like this and have this down here and be lazy. That's only acceptable in blade, because blade, it doesn't, which we're not studying right now. Blade, it doesn't matter if this hand's up. Blunt impact weapon, this hand has got to be up. If you get lazy and it's down here, you will never, when somebody means it, get your hand up in time. It will never happen. Okay, so this hand's got to be up. So this drill is educating your live hand. The other thing that I like about this drill in the future is I can enter on the first beat, hopefully, and I can disarm. Now, of course, she's being nice and compliant, but I'm showing you a model. When she roofs back and I inside deflect, I can enter and I can disarm. Again, she's being nice and compliant, but I'm showing you a model. On the third beat, same drill, relax. I can enter and disarm, but I can't do that if this hand's not educated. Okay, so very important. Check. So that's what I'm saying. Outside deflect, check. Outside, that's the first variation. Outside deflect, check. Second variation, low shield, check. Low shield, check. That's it. Okay? Yeah, that's it. Good, good, good. All right, because that one, again, all of these, when I low shield, 1, 2, 3, all of those, if my hand is educated, could yield a disarm. Okay, don't hit me. It's the curriculum. Get mad at me. Okay, so, all right. And gunting, it's kind of a foregone conclusion because you have to use both hands, right? The angle 4 comes in, or you can try to hit me. Sure. The angle 4 comes in and I'm here. And that one as well can turn into a disarm, right? Okay, so you got to have the proper range. Medio, yes, medio. This is all medio. Good. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. What I wanted to have you try is get a short weapon, add a short weapon into the mix. Okay. Okay. All right, and we're just using pens. I seriously, I carry most of the time when I work as an educator, I carry like a nice metal pen on me. And then when I'm in the city, a lot of the time I carry a tactical flashlight. So short weapon training is really important. Come back. So we did this, I believe, on Monday, right? No real change. Just you're checking with your short weapon, right? So I'm going to feed you both through the, you can go off for a second. So if it's your roof, let me see everybody do it, and you check with your short weapon. You give me the angle 1. It's my inside deflect. I check with my short weapon, and you can double drop stick. Good. And then we would start again. You'd feed me over the top, and I would roof, and I'd check with my short weapon. I give you the angle 1, you inside deflect, and then you return the angle 4, and I drop stick. And just come back. Okay. Give me angle 4. You can, when you're learning it, especially if you doubt your control, you can just do double drop stick. Both weapons on their long weapon. When you get really comfortable, turn that off, please. When you get really comfortable, your long weapon takes the brunt of it, and then you lay your short weapon on the wrist. But that's only if you're comfortable, if you think you have good control, if you're not going to hurt your partner, okay? Because again, that could later translate, if this is a bladed weapon, to, you know, laying on the arm or the forearm or the hand, which is what you want, okay? Let's also try double stick. So this is a blue belt requirement, okay? So everybody grab 2 sticks. And I don't know where it happened to my other soft sticks, but I'll go real carefully here. Okay, so come on, let's go. So the my roof. So what you do with your right hand never changes, right? We're doing right hand dominant 3-count sombrata. So your right hand is always going to roof. When it's your turn, your right hand is always doing the inside deflect and the drop stick, right? Your left hand stick is just checking. So I can go here, she inside deflects, here's my drop stick. She roofs, checks with her left hand stick, she gives me angle 1 and double drop stick, nice. Okay, so it's very simple. That's it, okay? Danny, I'm going to feed you through the technology, okay? It's your roof, and you check with the stick. You give me angle 1. I give you the inside deflect. You do the double drop stick. Good. You feed over the top. You set up my roof. I roof and I check. Here's your inside deflect. Yep. And then you return angle 4. There's my drop stick. Beautiful job. Good. And for both of you gentlemen, if you just face the computer, if you put your left hand on the right side of your chest, you can do right inside deflect, left check. So like just practice that motion. Inside deflect, check. Inside deflect, check. Let me get one, soft sticks. So, sorry. 1, 2. 1, 2, right? Because this is the inside deflect. That's the dominant motion. And then you check with your left hand. Because when you were single-handed, or single weapon, single weapon, you were doing it like that. So always translate when you were long and short, you were doing it like that, right? For the when it was your inside deflect beat. So for double stick, there. Okay? So that way it's super easy, super smooth. Okay, put your sticks down. We have time for one more thing. This is a blue belt Silat requirement. You might just look at it. We'll start in next week. Okay, left lead. Okay, so this is rocking chair to takedown series. I'm just going to show you the first variable, and then we'll start learning it on Monday of next week. This is a series for when you're the ground-based player and you're fighting the stand-up player. You stay where you're at. Rocking chair looks like this. Groin strike. Number 1, knee pull. If I keep pulling, go with it, you're going to fall. If I keep pulling, she's going to fall. Kick, and I make my way to standing up. Okay, come up again. So this is the first technique. Knee pull with your hand. Knee pull with your hand. So rocking chair, groin strike, right foot on the outside, and I would knee pull with my left hand. Okay? We're going to have knee pull with the foot as well. Okay? Come back up. And we're going to have a left lead again. We're going to have old Harimau leg trap. Okay, so we'll learn all of those. All right, everybody up. Really good work today. Really, seriously, really good work. This is a fun place in the curriculum because both of you have a really good background in the arts that I teach at this point, and your learning is accelerating, so it's nice to see. Okay, Chinese, Filipino, Thai, Indonesian, French and Dog Brothers, Japanese. All right, thanks everybody. We're going to end this recording.